Alright, welcome to the Jackisms podcast. I'm Jackisms. This is Josh and Caden.
Hello.
Hello, I'm Josh.
Okay, so Caden, let's continue our conversation from right before it started recording. So Caden was saying like any kid that played like Assassin's Creed, or like honestly most kids had like a phase where they were like they wanted cosplay to be their livelihood. And
I didn't say that I wanted cosplay to be my livelihood.
Okay,
I was thinking like Halloween, like damn, I want to be Ezio. Like that'd be dope as hell.
Yeah, well, okay, well, I was like, because, you know, I get fixated as fuck. I get, you know, what's it called? Hyperfixation.
We do be
Hella.
having hyperfixation though.
We have hella hyperfixation. And
Oh, I do. I mean,
and
I
just
do the
hyper.
same shit. You're just
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, shit happens to me too. I get that way with even like video games. Like,
Okay,
I've
wait,
been
no, wait.
hyperfixated on RuneScape since
I'm gonna
June.
forget what I think about because my train of thought doesn't have fucking wheels.
That was pretty fucking. That was pretty alpha, is what that was right there.
My balls hang low. Okay. Fuck, okay. Oh, okay, no. We were talking about cosplaying. You know, I was like into my cosplay phase, and I was like, damn, I need a hidden blade, and a fucking cool hood. That's what I need to be a happy child. And
To be a
my
happy
mom,
child, I need to be a trained fucking assassin.
I need to be fucking a lethal 12-year-old. No, my mom is pretty artistic, and I got her artistic genes. But so she knows how to sew. So
Oh my
me and Lil Moise was neighbors. She made us Assassin's Creed costumes, and it was the dopest shit ever. And I have the nerdiest picture of us on a fence doing the little fucking like fist in hand thing, thinking, like, dude, I'm gonna be drowning in pussy.
My mom made me a Mike Wazowski Halloween costume, and that was the best shit.
That goes, dude. If my mom made me a Mike Wazowski costume now, oh boy, I'd be strutting.
Speaking of costumes and just Halloween in general, Halloween is coming up. My coolest fucking costume that I ever had was probably when I got the fucking Stormtrooper shit from Party City. I was a whole ass Stormtrooper because like I was a big Star Wars kid when I was little. Me and my buddy Cooper, we were big Star Wars guys, and so I was like, bro, I'm a Stormtrooper. This is raw as hell.
You know, in
Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Verbatim?
that's literally. I was like 6 years
Bro,
old. I said, bro, this is raw
raw.
as hell.
What? Dude, if you were my 6-year-old, I'd like dab you up when you get home from school. Dude, when they made it,
Yeah, like, how was school, buddy?
how was school, buddy? Slap on the ass.
No,
Oh, wait,
that
I
was
can't.
that was a dab. That was a dab. son.
Okay, LeCount.
Oh my god.
When we got to wear costumes to school for Halloween, okay, so there's another thing my mom made for my mom. It was the fucking costume maker of the century. Let me tell you, we made our own Minecraft head.
Yo!
I went to school with a big Steve head, and all these little they do like the walk around like outside, so like you can see every kid's costume. Basically, they just walk in circles in a fucking line, and all these little like first graders and kindergartners were asking me if I was a robot, and I wanted to actually punt them.
You were early to the trend.
That was when Minecraft was like getting
Very,
cool
very
for the
small.
first time.
Yeah.
I also, dude, I remember being brought to tears because I could not figure out how to make a Master Chief costume. That's how into it I was.
Damn.
I think I was just.
I
a
remember I
stupid
started
child.
crying over a science project in fifth grade once.
I mean, everyone cries over school. I mean, I didn't cry.
Bro, I cried in Miss Gray's class.
Miss Gray made me cry.
She also made me cry, but it wasn't her fault at all. She
No,
she just asked me to read the board, and I just started crying for some reason.
I shit in my pants. It was great.
She took me out into the hallway and was like, "What the hell is going on?"
Dude, I was
I just had
showering
no
just
clue
today.
why.
I was taking a shower today, and I was like, I wonder if she still has my Pharaoh mask on the wall. Cause we did a we did like
I remember that. That
you
was the
remember
year
being-
that. That was the fucking project that I built the pyramids on Minecraft.
That's literally so lame, Caden.
Yeah, no, I literally built like a pyramid of Giza with like a room of traps
Stupid.
and like a line to the tomb and like everything. Like it was
You
pretty
pull up-
fucking cool. Sixth
You
grade
called
me
up
was
to the
proud.
class and streamed Minecraft on the projector.
No, I didn't stream it. I took screenshots and put them in a slideshow.
that,
That is worse.
that's like so low effort too. Like I when
It
you
took me
said
3 hours to build it.
Bro, I
Oh,
spent like a week on my
fucking
project.
boo-hoo. Dude, when you said you made a pyramid, I was like, dude, so did actually everybody in that class. And then
Yeah.
you said you made it in Minecraft, and I was like, I'm really embarrassed for you, man. That's like the most middle school thing I've ever heard. No, but dude, I was so proud.
I think I just must have been a massive dweeb in middle school. Like
Oh, no,
legitimately.
you still are.
Okay. Yeah, but like I seriously think that like in middle school, everybody was like, "Damn, does this kid have a para?" Like,
Dog, I did.
no, like because I actually was in I was in reading labs in kindergarten and first grade.
You have an IED or what the fuck? No.
Remind me what reading labs was.
An IED.
Intro to
That's an-
engineering and design.
No, IEP. Bro, do you have an IED?
No,
in middle
IED
school?
is improvised explosive device. That's the shit that kills hundreds of people.
There was also a
thousands
class
of
in high
people.
school called IED.
IEP.
What the
IEP.
hell? I was gonna say it kills thousands of people, or it did when we were in the Middle East, but
That just reminded me. In middle school, I did a project. It was like on fucking Noodle Tools, and it was about like in like Kenya or it was somewhere I don't remember. There's just
landmines in Cambodia.
landmines in Cambodia. Was that just me, or was that like a class thing?
No, it was a whole class thing. It was
Was
like
it?
you had
Okay.
4 topics to choose from, and the landmines one was the best, so everybody did the landmine one.
Landmines in Cambodia.
The landmine lore was definitely the most interesting.
Like, I remember, like all I remember about that is the awkward presentation and just looking up like children that had had their limbs blown off, like for school.
That essentially was what it was. I was like, damn, bro. I'm literally in 7th grade. This is mad gruesome.
Yeah. I tried to put it.
that
Oh,
that
dude.
reminds me of one of my favorite tweets ever, where the dude's like, "How did a teacher have beef with me when I was in middle school?" Like, bro, I'm literally 12.
Yeah, that's a good fucking point. Like, they were ready to throw hands with me. I was an issue.
I imagine. I was about to say, I imagine you were a regular problem in a classroom.
Oh fuck yes,
Fuck
especially
yes.
in elementary school. But I don't want to talk about that.
Why not?
So in high school, it was in Barb Anderson's class of all people. I was just like, I hate this teacher. I'm gonna try and fuck with her mad, like huge. And we did a project where like there's issues around the world, and you get to it's like from a selection she picks, and it's first come first serve basically.
Mhm.
And I ended up just getting it was the stupidest way to assign topics. That shouldn't have even been a topic to assign topic or project to assign topics. Like you get a world issue to care about.
Is
but
it just me,
if
or
you-
did you say the same 4 words like 3 times in a row?
I
just
probably
there?
did. So I
Was it-
got
Josh, did you hear that too?
Yeah, I lost track after the first
Yeah, I
time.
got. I really was following, and then I realized I definitely wasn't.
I got for my topic. It was something to do with terrorism or something. I forgot exactly what, but it was
War on
terrorism.
terror, maybe. That sounds
And-
a little bit more professional for a school
The
topic,
during the
not just
enti-
terrorism.
It's terror, horror, famine. I remember fucking around in the library the entire time making that, and then it came to the time to add like the music, and I was like, I'm gonna add the SpongeBob ukulele track, and I did, and then I was about to like present it, and like the teacher noticed like someone that I'd told about it like snickering like what's wrong, and like they basically ratted on me, and I was like, it's not that bad, and the Barb asked the kid, was like, is it bad? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, fuck. So I had to change it to some stupid sad shit. I was trying to lighten the mood in regards to terrorism, you know.
Fucking terrorism presentation. Yeah. You should have put Kelpie G on it.
Dude, honestly.
Remember when we went through our Kelpie G phase in high school?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That
played
was
it on
awesome.
the marimba all the
Yeah,
time.
you
Say that
guys
like,
learned
you
how
say
to
that like
play
I'm not in
Kelpie
the
G.
Kelpie G phase still.
Mm.
Okay. yesterday, Caden was playing games and was like in a state of disarray for some reason, and I was streaming Discord and he was like half watching me. He never, like, no one ever half watches what I'm streaming if they're already playing a game. I was just streaming. At first I was streaming a show we and him were watching,
I was just mad fucking tired.
and I started streaming bears, and I think it really brought the night up. Like, I looked up bear fighting. That shit's crazy.
Yeah, we literally said. I fucking forgot that we did that. I literally, God, I was so tired. That was a really just. It was at like 2 in the morning, so it was just a really bad time of night. And I was like, damn, I should really go to bed.
You
But
wanna
I'm
look at
sitting here
bears, bro?
watching a polar bear fight a fucking like. What were
Walrus?
those things with the big ass noses?
Walrus.
No, it wasn't a walrus. The walrus are the ones with tusks. It's the one like an elephant seal. That's what it was.
Oh yeah.
They were all like, and the fucking bear was like, and we were just completely lost in it, dude. It was
like I'm not even like a documentary person. Or like if my dad was like in the living room, like, and I'm home and he's watching like National Geographic or something.
I've
and
never heard Josh laugh this hard.
That's my roommate. He's laughing in the back.
Okay. Oh my god, I
Yeah.
thought that was you. I was like,
No,
what's
no.
happening?
No, I'm not even into documentaries, but for some reason it was a bear mood. It was a bear mood that night. We watched bears for like a straight hour.
It was a grand old fucking time. It was well because remember we were in the Discord with like 8 other. I mean like Will and everybody were in there too, and we were just like sitting there, and then they all got off, and you got back to your desk with a pot pie, and you were like, "Oh, what's up?"
And they left, and it was bear time.
Came back, and it was like,
I got reminded of that because like the test coding for the website Josh is making made
Yeah.
it like be about bears. Yeah, that's
Oh.
another thing. We're making for this podcast like a really intense, like quality made, but also really shitty website. It like really intentionally shitty.
And I'm learning HTML.
Yeah.
we have a fucking soundtrack from or like a.
It's a Seinfeld
We're like
laughter.
we're like a sitcom. Someone just hit the laugh button at the wrong time. Josh was mid-sentence and it's just.
Sam
But,
Puckett has a remote with a button.
the fucking iCarly remote.
Dude, what if on iCarly, what if on their like remote,
Random
they
dancing.
what if they had a button? What if they had a button and just went? Oh.
iCarly was the shit, dude.
Dude, yeah.
Dude, yeah.
Didn't they make a movie about iCarly?
They made a spin-off where Sam met Kat from Victoria.
No, that was its own show.
Yeah, that was like its own show, and there was the MMA fighter that was mad dumb.
Yeah, no.
You
I
remember
swear
like
they-
the big ass dude? Like his name was like fucking. It was like
Ron.
it was something stupid like Gunter or something.
That is a pretty
wait.
stupid name. I didn't watch TV that
Explain
much as a
what?
kid, but
Oh yeah, no. This Josh here didn't even watch SpongeBob, dude.
nope.
I watched
Like-
Kick Butowski on Disney XD.
I actually think I might have watched a few episodes of that.
Dillweed.
Okay, no, I think there was. I think it was called "I Meet the First Lady." Was an iCarly movie, or is that an episode?
Oh, but wait, no, I think you're completely right. I think there was the one where she fought.
Wait, no, because
She fought the MMA fighter. Remember, Carly fought. It was
that was an
played
episode.
by.
That wasn't a movie.
Yeah, that was an episode, but it felt like a long ass episode. That one was mad weird.
Yeah.
There are a
they
lot
would-
of memes made after Gibby.
Yeah, there would be
I'm trying to
Yeah.
give you something to spin off of here. Just yeah.
No. So, there would be like kid movies that they would turn into shows, and like the quality of the animation would significantly just become shit. Like after Madagascar, they made the Penguins of Madagascar movie, and it looked like half his quality. I hated that so much. They did that with like a whole bunch of kid movies too.
Speaking of movies, Jack, didn't you have something to say about movies that you were talking to me about earlier?
movie,
Why was that
movie,
funny?
well, movie theaters really.
Oh.
I was gonna.
Oh, Stasis.
I want Caden's opinion on this because I don't know if I've ever asked you, but I wanted.
Let's hear it.
It's about using movie theaters as dates, specifically first dates.
I'm able to have an opinion on this too. I'm experienced in that field.
You've
I
gone on
think-
dates with me, Joshy.
I think
No, that
for
went on a
me
first date, yeah,
personally,
okay.
for me personally, I hop off immediately looking for conversation. I'm trying to get a read on the person, especially if I don't know them very well. Like if it I mean, my current girlfriend of 2+ years, we did not really know each other. I added her on Snap. We had like 2 conversations, and then at school I asked her if she wanted to go to lunch with me. And like our first date was just going to lunch during band camp. So
Okay.
like I got to talk to her really she talked the entire time because she was nervous, but it ended up working out because I suck at talking. And it like I feel like if I went to a movie with somebody, that's an event that you enjoy with somebody that you have history with, not a icebreaker, you know?
I mean, I agree with you, but I've gone to movies for the first time with someone and like
Talk
it's
through
like,
the whole thing like a dickhead.
actually if it's a shitty movie and the theater is empty, yes, that kind of like that makes it more fun.
Okay,
that
I could
makes-
get behind. That would be funny.
That
Or
makes
fun,
it
rather.
makes it a real day. Like I've gone to one and the movie was so like fucking horror. It was like astronomically in the ass cheeks. The
What
movie
was
was
it?
so, I don't even. It was.
Bro, I bought
some
ginger ale at Walmart and I'm so excited to have it.
Yo, I have some in my fridge too.
I haven't had ginger ale since I hung out with my good old buddy Sean D from elementary school.
That's the
I'm gonna
only
try
soda
it.
my dad buys, so that's what I'm used to.
Dude, it's kind of heat.
Canada Dry or Schweppes?
Canada Dry.
That's the move.
Got me another Coca-Cola.
God,
It
it's been
sounds like a
minute since I've
bad
had
word,
ginger
dude.
ale.
It sounds like a bad word.
Coca-Cola definitely it gives you that like visceral reaction of like, did he just say that? But like, it doesn't make sense.
If you stand up and like interrupt your professor and say Coca-Cola, you'll get kicked out of class.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like, yeah, that'd be like you ask somebody like, hey, do you want a Coca-Cola? And then they're like, what the fuck did you just call me?
So you know how I was telling you I was a bully in elementary school?
Yeah.
Wait, never mind. Bro. Oh wait, no. Okay, so I'll just talk about college school instead of elementary school. We talk a lot about elementary school. I've noticed that's when like the funniest shit in our our lives happened. I feel like.
I mean, yeah, because there are no like repercussions for anything you do. You just get time out.
And like,
Even though that seems like the end of the world.
thinking about it now with a more developed brain, like how fucking weird we like reacted to each other.
Not much more developed, but it's
It's
getting
a little
somewhere.
developed, but it got slowed somewhere along the way.
I'm fundamentally slow. Stop.
Developed in the wrong places.
It sounded like a character from Big Mouth, Jack.
Fuck that show.
It's like from the TikTok sound where they're talking about their boobs.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
I don't know
You
that
don't
one,
know
buddy.
that one?
No.
Where she's like, "You're flatter than the Earth, Flatso."
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've
Yeah.
seen that.
You're
Okay,
flatter than
yeah.
the Earth, Flatso.
Yeah, exactly.
the
See?
blonde bitch.
And she's like, "I like my boobs."
Bakers. It's gonna be Bakers.
I fucking don't.
That was a fun TikTok sound for a while, but it got really old. They used it too much.
That's on Netflix, right? Big
Same,
Mouth.
Yeah.
I think so. Remember
Okay.
when you tried to make us watch that, and we were all like, "Wow."
Bro, I was so uncomfortable in that basement.
Yeah, I was
and
like, "Wow, animated sixth
don't-
grader penis."
I had known
Like,
you guys for
I would
3
really come out
years.
on that.
I knew you guys for
I,
3 years and I was uncomfortable.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
was-
remember that.
that
well,
was
I didn't
rough.
care.
I feel like that
I
would
was
have made me
Josh
alone.
was like he's visibly uncomfortable, and I find entertainment in that.
That would have made me uncomfortable alone.
Yeah.
I that
Like I
shows
would have
a
been
hit or
watching
miss.
that, and I would have
Yeah.
like turned it off and like prayed.
That shows a hit or miss. I fucking loved it though.
When does it hit?
What?
Under what circumstances does it hit?
Is there
I don't
actually
even
an
know how to
episode where
an-
there isn't a fucking child
Yeah,
penis
because we're
on it?
all just like, I don't see how you could not be uncomfortable watching that show. Is what I'm saying.
I feel like we should clarify what Big Mouth is really fast because we are talking about how there was animated 6th grade penis on it. Big Mouth is a cartoon that was like an Adult Swim cartoon that it's about kids going through puberty, and it's like extremely raunchy and like for me personally, raunchy
awfully
humor does
crass.
not belong with a child cast.
Exactly.
Like it just doesn't. It made me extremely uncomfortable because I was like, we watched this episode and this kid has his hormone demon, and it's like, man, this is just foul, is what it is.
It
It's
was
just bad.
It was bad.
Reminded me of actual middle school, dude.
Now that doesn't surprise me, but it's still uncomfortable.
I thought it was funny seeing it like middle
I
school.
know what
cartoon.
happened. I'm just going in.
Jack, did you ever watch South Park?
Oh, I
Dude,
watched a
nah.
ton of South Park.
I grew up like with my dad not letting us watch like fucking Family Guy, South Park. If a
Well-
sex scene came on in a movie, he'd go, "Oh, brother," and just make it worse.
You can always ease the tension in a room with a.
Does anyone else
with
have a boner?
I was gonna say with hey dad, is your dick as big as that guy's? You can always ease the tension in a room by just mention a boner or two, and everybody will relax.
Mention a ball, maybe even both of them.
Bust out the Viagra really fast, and everybody will take a chill pill.
Hey guys, pause the movie. Look how long it is right now.
Oh my god, okay, that's enough. I've had enough. I'm fucking drawing the line, okay?
Yeah, they don't like me at
Got
Thanksgiving.
any bubblers?
Bro,
Dude, there was-
That's the type of shit we would do at Youth Front.
Guys, before we pray, look at my bulge.
Youth Front was messed up, dude.
Yeah, Youth Front is just. My little brother started teen staffing, and he loves the shit out of it. And after
Oh, it
hearing
was-
your stories, I know what's going on, but I
Yeah.
can't mention it because my little brother probably saw several wieners, and
Oh, no,
I
he's
can't say
more
that
than
to
several.
him.
More than
Probably a
several.
fist, like
Yeah.
3 fistfuls.
3 fistfuls of wiener.
I had so much fun
fistfuls
teen
of weed,
staffing.
dude.
It was the best, but man, there was
Was
some
it-
questionable
Part
shit.
of me is sad for never hearing about that. Like, I mean, like, I'm sure that's on me. It's not like I'm gonna go like, damn, mom, that's your fault. But like,
Yeah.
literally, I high key wish that I had heard
Wiener
about
Club at
that
Camp
because
Bomb.
I would have fucking loved that, and that means that me and Josh would have met earlier.
Well, like,
I feel like
you
I
still
would have
had
enjoyed
the
it.
summer to be able to do it. Sorry, Jack.
No, if I knew how stupid it was, go ahead.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, like,
Because Jack, you worked for a church for a while, didn't you?
you.
Bro, yeah, shit was not what teen staffing is.
I'm trying to think.
Well, yeah, I figured, but still, sorry, Josh, I keep
Well,
interrupting.
it's
you.
so-
No, you're fine. I was thinking. So the summer where like me, you, and Scott were like together literally every day. It was like the summer before your senior year, right?
Yeah, it was this. I always call it the summer. No,
Back in the summer
It-
of 6.
was it junior year that Scott was, or it would
Yeah.
be the summer before my junior year?
No, it was.
Like that would be like
no,
literally.
because Will
not
and
this
Ryan
summer,
were in
but
college.
this last summer.
Will and Ryan were in college at that point,
Oh, okay.
so it was your senior year.
Okay.
Excuse me.
We could have teen staffed that summer technically. It just sucks that we didn't.
Yeah, but I mean that's okay. I was working,
Yeah.
so that's the one sad thing about summers now is that because of the way that I do school, I don't work during the school year. Like I don't get a job and I just take a shit ton of credit hours, so that I'm like blasting through school. Like I'm about to finish my 3rd semester of school and I'm almost 75% done with my degree.
Damn.
So like I'm like really fucking close. I could graduate
Chihuahua
in 3
that I
years
was
if I
talking
wanted
about a podcast ago that ate my shit.
Huh?
Yeah, the Chihuahua
Oh,
that ate
yeah.
his shit off the porch.
So you know why
Yeah.
Chihuahua?
Did you
You know
really
how-
just segue that like that?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
smooth, right? So you know how Chihuahuas shake? Like Chihuahuas like vibrate.
Yeah.
I don't know if like they actually know why that happens or not, but I remember looking it up and it just being
The
like they
soundtrack
don't
went
know.
off at the wrong time again.
I would be like playing with a bunch of Legos, and if I dug my hand into the Lego drawer, it would make Cleo shake. like her hearing all the plastic rustle made her just vibrate.
You were literally emotionally manipulative to your fucking dog before you were capable of thinking.
Dude.
You were destined to be a horrible person.
It's a path I didn't choose, but it's a path I'm on.
The path I did. It is not the path that I initially chose, but god damn it if it isn't fun.
By societal standards, I'm a generally decent person. I haven't gotten car tickets. You have. Speeding tickets. I
My
think-
speeding ticket was so sad. Josh was in the car with me.
Yep.
I have not gotten a single speeding ticket.
I
I've
got
almost
Yeah, I haven't either.
died many times, but never
I
a
got-
speeding ticket.
absolutely fucked on in Lawrence. It was so sad.
I'm
Remember when we were out at like 2 a.m. and we were in the vibe listening to, I think we were listening to Bohemian Rhapsody, bouncing the fucking car, and there's a cop just following us because the car is bouncing at 2 a.m.
I was trying to get out of the trunk.
Yeah.
While
I do
Bohemian Rhapsody is
remember that.
blaring.
I do remember that. We had a
And I
lot of
just-
fun times blaring Funky Town.
Yeah. That one
Ears
time,
bleeding from how loud the Queen music is while you're just being kidnapped.
was it Anthony and I that were blasting Funky Town and came up to the Slims window?
Yeah,
while you
when
were
I was
working?
at work.
Yeah.
I actually that pops up in my Snapchat memories on the yearly anniversary because I fucking videotaped you guys when you
Oh,
came
really?
through.
That's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, that was
Bro.
Your
fun.
face was so red. It looked like you guys had been outside and like sweating because like sometimes when people get hot their face turns red.
I don't remember why we were together. I think my face was probably red because I was headbanging the entire drive.
Yeah, but I mean you also
That's
looked
not
kind of
safe.
sweaty. You looked kind of sweaty. But
I mean, when do I not? Let's be honest.
Bro,
I'm just fucking with you.
every time I'm in Lawrence, there's like 8 times as many like obnoxiously loud Mustangs. I think it's probably just because it's a college town, but like if you go down like Mass Street, you just can't even hear yourself think.
That might
Wait,
just be
Josh,
you. What?
Were you were you with us when we went to that escape room on
Yeah.
Mass?
Yeah. That was fun.
Were you, Caden?
No, I don't think so.
I think it was Preston, Ryan, me, and you, Jake.
Fun fact, I've
Maybe
never
Will.
lost an escape room.
Really?
So,
How many have you
Yeah.
done?
so we got
Like,
in this one
double
for free.
digits.
Yeah, same.
got it.
I've lost them though.
Oh damn.
I think I've done
Actually,
like
no,
20
I lost
something.
my very first one that I did because I did it when I was in like 7th grade, and it was for Nick S's birthday party, the football player Nick S, and he, like we all went with like his entire family. There was like fucking 10 of us in there, and we still failed. I was like, guys, you're kind of butt cheeks.
To this one in Lawrence, we got in for free because there was only one employee, and it was like I think one of Will and Ryan's roommates or something.
It was
And
Joe, right?
Yeah, and he let
Oh,
us in for
Joe.
free.
God,
and
I need to meet that guy in person.
we did just one. At first just did the one that we actually wanted to, and then he was just like, "You want to like do the rest of the rooms?" And we went
Yeah, we did
we
like
went
2
around-
others.
Yeah, or actually no, I don't know if we finished them, but because he had to go. But I think
Damn,
we,
that guy sounds cool as hell.
it was fucking hilarious. Because
Completely
actually,
free.
what happened was he let us in one, and you know how they have like the little tip screen.
Yeah.
So for one, he was giving us like mad tips, like beyond what he was allowed to give us. And he also at one point was like, 'cause we knew he was gonna leave at some point to go get food, so he was like, he said on like our little tip screen like, "BRB, I'm gonna go grab lunch." He left us in there by ourselves in the escape room with no. So like,
I mean, the door's not actually locked.
we couldn't get to the door because it was like a 2-room escape room.
Oh, right, we were in the basketball one. That's right.
No, that was fucking hilarious.
That
And
was
like,
awesome.
I remember we did the Alice in Wonderland one, and there's one little clue where there's like a little dispenser on the wall that like shoots out these like playing cards. And,
Oh my gosh, I remember that.
But like before we even discovered that, I found one of the cards like under the desk on the floor, and he put on the screen. He was like, "Shit, don't do that. That wasn't supposed to be there." He didn't reset the room correctly. I think he like didn't reset the room correctly for like 2 rooms. He was the only employee in there, and
To
when we were
be
leaving, I
fair-
saw like a lot of liquor in the back room, so like that explains why he was not on his ball game.
We should
don't
do
know
an
why-
escape room, just the boys, like next time we have
That
a
would be
chance.
fun. That would
There's
be really,
one-
really fun.
There's one on college where it's like everything's run on Raspberry Pi, and so like it's super high tech. It's so cool. It's like
Damn.
the coolest escape room I've been in.
I want to do another one where I have to sign a thing. Like,
We did that
because
one.
they're- I know, but with that one, COVID got in the way, so it was like they couldn't actually touch us, and like the actress had to wear like a mask.
Oh, I went and did the second one. It was not as good as the first. Like, not even close.
Oh, I forgot they had a second one.
Yeah, my family went and did the second one. It was not very good.
Was it when they were able to touch you?
No, they still had to wear a mask. The only
I've
like
always-
interactable thing was like you had to talk to this guy for one of the clues, but like
Of the
no one was
few-
scary.
Of the few escape rooms I've done, that was the one I enjoyed the best because I think it being scary definitely adds to it. Like otherwise, it's just
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of boring and difficult.
Yeah, like
Like,
when was
that's-
it Will that fucking fell down in the once he opened the door with the chick tied to the toilet? That was a very weird sentence, but
Dude,
That was pretty fucked.
You know what I just remembered? So this actress at this escape room, they're like, I think in her role, she was like in like filthy clothes, like screaming, chained to a toilet. I had discovered we were like about to go to the escape room in a few days, and I saw this chick on Tinder, and it said she worked there. So I was like, dude, there's a chance, we're gonna see this girl from Tinder when I go there. And we got to the escape room, and she opened. They like Will discovered her, and she's like screaming like, "Help me! Oh my god!" And I looked at the door, and I was like, "Are you Ariana from Tinder?"
you remember her name?
No, I think it started with an A. I don't
No,
know
that
what
was
she
her
was.
name.
Well, then how would you know? You remember her
You
name?
no, you saying it reminded me. I wouldn't have been able to just pull it up, but
And then she she didn't react at the time, but like I got her on like Instagram or Snapchat later, and like she was like, "Were you the guys that were like, are you from Tinder?" That was hilarious.
Of course, Jack wouldn't play into the fucking escape room and see a woman screaming on the toilet and go, "Hey, I matched with you on Tinder."
I didn't even know we were in an escape room, dog.
it scared the shit out of Danny. It was so funny.
Danny, when we were in there, when we were about to go in, he was like, "Dude, if anyone tries to jump scare me, I'm gonna clock them in the fucking nose." Cause he's like, you know, a big guy. And then
Danny
he
and I are
shut
both
down.
like that. I hate getting jump scared. Like I swing, like, and I don't even mean to.
he didn't swing. He just ran.
No, he didn't even run. He just like he awkwardly like he stepped back so uncomfortably. Like, and it was like just the girl. She wasn't even like wearing anything that scary. She was just like dirty and loud.
She was not hostile at all. She was in
Not
the
in the
handcuffs.
slightest. And he was backing up. And it should also be noted she was like 5 feet tall. She was so tiny next to Danny.
Danny's like what, 6'5"?
She
Yeah.
could have
And he was, like,
in
300
literally one
pounds
of
at the
Danny's
time.
Crocs.
We need to get Danny in on one of the episodes.
Oh yeah,
That'd
that would
be
be
fun.
so great.
Especially since we talked about him on the last one and now this one. We need to
Yeah.
get him in here.
Yeah. Next
Dude,
time.
I wish you guys liked scary movies, cause like that's all I want to do. And
I
like
hate scary
I would love
movies.
watching them with the boys, but I'm pretty sure I'm the only one of the boys that even remotely is willing to watch a horror movie. I fucking love them.
And I think that probably is true because horror movies
Are
are
dumb.
fucking
They're
terrible.
the worst.
Shut the shit up. Shut the shit up.
Shut your
No.
fuck.
I will admit, okay, if I actually talk about horror movies in depth, this will become a like 3-hour long podcast. But I'll just give you my rundown of what I believe you just said.
Your
Uh,
skim milk.
So shut the shit up. I will admit that the ratio of like good horror movies to bad horror movies is
That's not even a
It-
distinction. They're all the same. They're all
no,
bad.
they are absolutely not.
I actually can
Dare say
disagree
it.
with that because there's been horror movies that have almost persuaded me into watching them because they look good, even though I don't
Yes.
like getting jump scared. Like A Quiet Place, I almost watched that movie. I got really close to watching that movie.
That one's
And
overrated.
my least favorite thing ever is getting jump scared.
No, I judge them, or as I was saying, like there are more bad horror movies than good horror movies. Like it's my favorite genre, but it has like the most shitty movies in relation to bad, good movies out of like any genre ever. Which does
Especially
kind of
old
suck.
horror movies are just
Okay,
Ugh.
that. So I judge them like I'll judge their like scary factor and their how good are they just as a movie factor like completely separately because they can be strong and weak in both areas. Like older horror movies tend to be like better as movies, but they're not scary just for because
Yeah.
they're aged.
No, I actually
Like-
usually like can enjoy older horror movies. Like I like Silence of the Lambs. It's not really horror, but
Yeah, no, like they're like well written, well directed. They're just aged, and I personally don't think they're scary because of that. A lot of new ones, they are shitty, they are rushed, they are money grabs, but they're modern, so like they can actually be like a lot scarier.
one of Jack's
you
favorite
get a
terms
real-
is money grabs.
Did
Yes.
you guys ever watch Get Out? Because
Nah.
I
I did.
remember that being like a really big movie. Like, if I remember correctly, like it was a horror movie, and like the main villain was like. This might sound hella bad because I might get this
Ism?
completely wrong, but isn't it? It was like directed by Jordan
Excuse me.
Peele, and
Yeah.
it was like a racially motivated like
Yeah, the big bad guy
villain,
is
right?
just, the big bad guy is just racism. That's the monster. I liked that one. That one was really good.
What, are you
Um,
being serious though? Isn't it just like is it
Yeah,
just
no.
racist people and it's just like a horror movie based
Well-
off of like what they went through?
Well, it's like about. I mean, it's a bit more like creepy than that, but it is like it adds creepy flair to it. But it is in essence about like this racist family that like, and they're like really weird to this their daughter's black boyfriend, and like he uncovers a whole bunch of shit. I don't want to spoil it, but
Okay.
that one was
Okay.
good.
Yeah, I heard that was a really good movie, and I think that they made just another one too. Like the Jordan Peele recently made another horror movie that
Get
had
Outer.
kind of the same MO.
Get out even more.
Got
I
out, do it again.
Now, seeing horror movies in theaters, though, we were talking about theaters, is the absolute move because you can't run away from how loud it is.
You can't turn it down. You can't pause it.
You
You
can't
can't take a breather. You are strapped in.
You are strapped in, dildo in the ass.
Oh shit!
It is amazing.
Josh
this is
physically
why
wincing
horror is
at
my
Jack's
favorite genre.
vocabulary is what I live for. He literally just you said in the asshole, and Josh goes, It's like what's the teenager's name in American Dad when he's playing
I
tennis?
haven't
You
watched
know the
it at all.
clip.
No,
You know the clip.
I
Peter
don't.
Griffin.
Yeah, I know
That's-
Peter
that-
Griffin, or I know Family Guy and Simpsons, not American Dad.
Hmm.
Watch
Gotcha.
a lot
I
of The
don't-
Simpsons.
I think that Family Guy got treated the same way as Rick and Morty did.
Dude.
Like
I'm getting
Family
I
Guy
really
is
like Rick
on
and
the
Morty.
DL.
I'm not gonna lie.
On the DL, very funny.
Yeah,
Like I straight up will just admit it. Family Guy's funny as hell.
it is.
But it turned into a meme to do the Family Guy funny moments on YouTube. And now Family Guy is just like I feel embarrassed to watch it.
Yes, it's same with Rick and Morty. Like it's super embarrassing to say you like it, but it's kind of good.
Exactly. Like that is exactly how I feel. Like Rick and Morty is not a bad show, but
No,
because of
it's
the way that
extremely
people treated
entertaining.
it, yeah, it's just
Another
it's
sugar
sad
mommy
that shit like that happens.
trying to request. I just got another sugar mommy requesting to follow me.
Dude, you're gonna
Goddamn.
be loaded.
Dude, I've been getting so many porn bots added lately, fake accounts and shit.
Yeah, I
I
have
wonder
to.
what causes that.
No, that.
No, I don't think it's
no.
caused by anything. I think there's just been an uptick in them.
Yeah, I thought it was just me at first. I was like, did I do something stupid? But I think everyone's on a list. I was talking with David and Anthony about this like the other day, how fucking common they are, and yeah, he's getting them a lot too. I think with the like sugar daddy, sugar mama shit, I think they just like, those are like aimed towards college age people, but like these fake Snap accounts, I don't know where they come from because they just want money. Like they want money. Sugar mommies, sugar daddies, even if they're fake, they're offering you money.
Yeah, but they're
I like how
offering
you
their
call them
you.
sugar. I like how you call them sugar mommies instead of mamas. That is really fucking.
Well, I'm
Mommy?
trying to give them a
Sorry.
little
Mommy?
respect.
Sorry.
Jack,
Mommy?
they're probably
Sorry.
offering you money so that they can find a way to loophole it and scam you out of money.
Well, yeah, all the fake. Well, yeah.
One of the main ways that they do that, because I actually got hit with a Cash App scam once that I played my cards just right and managed to keep $50. But typically what happens is they'll give you $50 on a stolen credit card, and
now.
they'll give you $50 from a stolen credit card, and then ask for a refund. And if you refund the money to the Cash App account, it sits in the account and doesn't go back onto the card. So the $50 off of the stolen credit card is still off of the stolen credit card, and it is now your liability that it was given away to somebody else. So like they scam you, or like they trick you into ending up having to pay the person the stolen credit card $50 because it gets traced back to your Cash App.
I want to get a crewmate on my credit card.
Yeah, so essentially what happened is I took the situation, and instead of instead of refunding them the $50, I just kept it. So I have $50 in stolen credit card money. Send the feds after me.
Like,
Nice.
imagine a crewmate on your credit card, dude.
Jack.
Sore subject.
I tried to pretend like you didn't say that in hopes that Josh would edit it out, because that's fucking hot garbage!
But it's a good idea.
I don't know
I
about
want-
that one.
Bacon is a cheese.
Ginger ale doesn't have caffeine in it, and I'm probably about to go ham.
Yeah, I might
Josh.
go get one in a sec.
Against it.
But are you completely against watching anime, Josh?
The guy that was in that clip. It was like,
yeah.
this dude. Sore subject.
You- Okay.
I would urge you, as somebody who also was very close-minded about anime before I moved in with my current roommates, I would encourage you to try watching a show by yourself with headphones in. Nobody knows what you're watching. Pretend like nobody knows that you're watching it, and watch a show. Like, for me, I know that this isn't normal for everybody. I know a lot of people are going to say that it's cringe, but for me, Sword Art Online opened my eyes to, like, some pretty cringe anime shit that is still good, even though it's cringe.
Fair.
I'm drenched in sweat right now.
Like, I watched.
well, right
I
now I've
watched
got 2
all
shows
of
I'm
Sword
watching,
Art
so-
Online.
Really.
Yeah, and I before that, I had watched like a few episodes of One Punch Man, and I was pretty indifferent about it. I had watched the first episode of Goblin Slayer, and if anybody has watched that, holy fuck, you probably know how that went.
Listening with
just-
sweat.
I just was very okay. I get it. You're sweaty. You're hot. It's fine. You're just
Like
a
this-
sticky bee.
I just realized this isn't healthy for me. I'm just inside right now. Why am I so fucking sweaty?
What's new? You're always.
Not
Yeah, I thought that we
inside.
bullied you in high school for being sweaty, didn't we?
You bully me now for being sweaty. I'm a sweaty boy, but like,
I did not enjoy the way you said that.
I'm a sweaty boy.
I'm so dripping. I'm dripping.
Me,
Like-
the day after laundry day.
I wonder if it's because I'm feeling kind of sick right now.
That
What?
was a good joke, guys. What the fuck?
I laughed.
Yeah, no, that's why I said
That
what,
was so
because
funny.
what?
Oh, I didn't hear you laugh, Josh. I think you cut out.
Yeah, the Discord probably cut out.
Hey, you forgot to laugh. Can you laugh?
Hey, bro, you forgot to laugh. I put a lot of effort into that. Can you do me a favor?
Do you want me to? I mean, okay, I'm not gonna ask you to laugh, but like, can I try and can I tell it again?
Oh, but what I was saying is I've got 2 shows I'm watching right now, so I'm not gonna start a third.
Oh,
Gotcha,
Oh.
that's fair.
And one of them's like 9. I'm watching Seinfeld. It's like 9 seasons long, so on that grind,
like
and then
that's a
finishing Ted
fucking- that's a
Lasso.
dad- It's a dad show.
Yeah, well,
Fucking
It's a good
hungry
show,
right now.
but damn, you ready to have an offspring if you watching Seinfeld
Well,
this avidly.
it's like exactly my type of humor because it's extremely dry. So
Define what dry humor is again. I kind of forgot.
you kind of just sneak smart-ass comments in, and then just don't acknowledge the fact that you just said it. Like
You know,
you
you
just
know,
kind of go along with it.
you know Derek Z from high school, ran cross country. You know
Yeah.
Derek. You know everybody loves Derek, right?
That's my
Derek-
favorite show.
I was in a friend group with him, with all of my buddies, kind of from middle school, and Derek is the epitome of extremely successful dry humor. I have that dude
That's a good way to
never
put it. Then.
he never ever broke character on dry humor. He would say the most random fucked up shit and just move on about his day like it didn't happen. And he never laughed. He never like he was either a fucking sociopath or just really really funny. And I couldn't figure out which one it was.
I've never heard him like genuinely laugh either, and I just realized that.
Yeah, but that's what it is, Jack. Is like you don't laugh at your own jokes, and you just like enter it into conversation and just keep going.
Yeah. Okay.
Go on as if it didn't happen. And so you kind of have to like listen to like try to pick up on the stuff.
So what would wet humor be?
The complete opposite.
Like, is that its own
You,
term
probably
already?
you.
Okay, wait. Then define how I'm wet humor.
Well, you just spent
Why
like
how
3
I'm
minutes
wet?
talking
Why am
about.
I wet?
You
Josh,
just spent
define how I'm wet.
you just spent
Why am
3
I wet,
minutes
Josh?
telling us how you're wet.
Yeah. Hey, I
Yeah,
told
you literally
that
said
I'm wet.
3 times. in
Josh, I
breaks
told
in
you
my
that I'm
fucking
wet.
Paragraph.
Now tell me why I'm wet. I want to know why I'm
Did I
wet.
just use a paragraph as a reference of speaking?
Yeah.
I think that's my 13th reason.
You're all.
All right, that joke flopped. Let's move on.
Nah, it was dry. It's okay.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking dry.
I'm wet. Ugh.
Man.
Man.
Man, why you like that?
Why God, bro? I was when I was the Spanish class and for the first
You
semester
sounded
of
like when you
college.
it sounded like when you type in a bunch of zeros into Siri.
Audible ejaculation. When I was in a Zoom class and we were doing it was for Spanish, I think. When I was actually in school, I remember we were doing like the teacher was like up getting us ready for a test we were about to take, and I saw a kid playing with like 2 pieces of Legos.
Like
On-
just
on
2
his camera.
Legos.
He just
Like-
had 2 Legos and was just going to town.
Like 2 bricks, like, or it might have just even been 1. Like he might have been just that infatuated with it.
What can you do with 1 Lego brick?
Twirl it in your
Place-
fingers. I can
place
tell you
it.
that, guys, because I witnessed him do it. He did
1
that
Lego
for like
brick
a
just
solid 5 minutes.
exists.
You could draw a face on him and have a conversation with him.
Depressing.
Yeah,
You're depressing.
He's real.
You're a bad influence on my life.
Like I could say you'd be able to throw it, but like it's so light that it wouldn't even be fun to throw.
Hey bro, you want to play catch with this Lego?
Throwing things needlessly is always fun.
But like it wouldn't make a
I
sound.
imagine trying to throw a Lego into the wind.
Like a single stud.
Imagine my disappointment.
Yeah.
My favorite game to play as a kid was I'd take a single 1x1 Lego stud, throw it up, and then it lands in the grass, and I try and find it for 3 hours. And then when I find it, I win. And then I go home and I cry.
Jack doesn't say it's like finding a needle in a haystack. He says it's like finding a Lego in a yard.
It's like finding a stud. Oh, it landed in dog poop. Bonus points. Jack, come in. Dinner's ready. Stop playing with shit. Mom, I don't have friends, Lamau.
Lamau.
I'm gonna try and make my parents start saying
I
Lamau.
think I just remembered my favorite Derek moment of all fucking time.
What?
So we were at Ian's house, saxophone Ian, and he had like this part, like you know how like when you have your basement, there's parts where the like the AC
Yeah, the
can
storage
run
room.
through and it creates like it sticks out of the ceiling, like it sticks out downwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was
Continue.
God fucking damn it. It's so fucking funny even to this day. Okay. Woo. Fucking Ian's couch was set up like right in the middle of the basement, and it like ran diagonally, and on the like left side of the couch, facing the couch on the left side, the AC ran above it. Derek stood up on the back of the right hand side of the couch and was looking down at the ground for his landing spot. And jumped and hit his fucking head on the part, like the drywall that covers the AC. And he hit the ground and just went.
I can picture him doing that. I feel like I've heard him go.
Literally to this fucking day, I will think back on that and go, "Holy shit, that was funny."
Dude, that's the most Derek sound I've ever heard. That Derek wore the same jacket from like 6th grade to mid high school.
Well, yeah, and he had
End
his
of high
unicorn,
school.
his unicorn,
Yeah, no,
pooping rainbow
it
shirt.
became
That was like his
iconic.
favorite shirt.
But like, I can't imagine wearing the same shirt and jacket for like over 10 years.
High school was not 10 years.
Yeah, it was. I
It
got held
would
back
have
a
been
fucking
7
lot.
years between middle school and high school.
Oh, every day
so,
in middle school too. Okay.
Yeah.
I got held back a lot in high school, dude. I had to take summer school in the elementary school, and I was afraid that I was gonna get held back. Like, it was a nightmare of mine when I was little. Like, if I
A
got held
what?
back,
A what?
A nightmare.
nightmare.
Oh yeah, that one there is a bit scary. That one there's a nightmare.
Oh, that one's a spooky one. It was a nightmare.
Call that a Minnesota nightmare.
I was in high school and I learned that baby wipes are not called wipies.
I've always called plastic bags, like Ziploc bags, I've always called them baggies.
That's normal, at least.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't think
Because
so.
I remember I think that Jay made fun of me once when I called it a baggie.
Oh,
He was
well.
like, bro, it's a plastic bag. And I guess Jay, especially when we were younger, Jay was the most stoic, like, you're wrong person I've ever
He
met.
still is, dude.
Yeah, he's.
Well, he kind of is, but he's calmed down on it. Like, I remember him and we were best friends, like, all of middle school into high school. Not quite into, like, late high school, but, like, for a long time. We were really good buddies. And, like, I remember once I said something, like, I was talking about something my older brother did on RuneScape, and I was a known fibber, so, I mean, Jay had at least a little bit of a reason to act like this, and I told him that something cool that my brother did on RuneScape, and he literally was just like, no, I doubt he did that, actually. And I was like, dude, you're such a dick. Like, I just remember calling him out on it. It was,
No,
I take it
probably
back
not.
now because I love,
Probably not.
I
You're
love
actually
JL.
probably- You're actually
Probably not.
lying.
Probably not.
That's what we do to Will now.
Caden, remember when we were in Indianapolis?
yeah, with Scott at fucking DCI.
Yeah, and it was the first day we had gotten there. We pull up to the stadium. I don't remember. Oh, we went to go see Pitts. And,
Yes.
we walked by this tent. I think you asked, what is this tent for? It had the Indianapolis Colts logo on it. And my dad's like, oh, it's like an event thing for, like, people tailgating or whatever. And Scott's like, probably not.
I fucking forgot that Scott went through that phase where he just like, if he just disagreed with you, he'd just be like, oh, probably not. Like, he didn't provide a reason. He'd just be like, no, I don't think so.
And keep in mind that, like, he knew my dad from soccer, but he had never been with him for more than, like, 45 minutes. Like, we had just driven 7 hours in an almost silent car, other than the mention of Blitzkrieg.
So, it was almost silent.
Oh my, I forgot that we
Painful.
literally had a conversation about World War II on the way there. I was like,
Yeah.
this is the most fucking band kid nerd dad conversation you could have. Like, we're all in our World War II phase right now.
No, but Scott had compared something to Blitzkrieg, and we were all like, how does that relate?
Oh my
And
god, that's right.
Ever since that trip, my dad and I have been trying to remember what he compared to
Compare
Blitzkrieg,
something
and
to
no one
Blitzkrieg.
remembers. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Why you look? What do you even remember what it was that
No.
reminded him of that? How
No.
can you look at something? How can you just be like, hey,
All I know is
Blitzkrieg
that
just popped into my head because of this.
all I know is that it made us laugh for a solid like 3 or 4 minutes because it just made no sense.
I remember it being like, Scott said something like, he was like, yeah, that's like Blitzkrieg. And I was like,
Yeah.
it is? Like, what?
He was he probably had like a paper that he got like reminded that he wrote. We went
Yeah,
to
that
go see a
was-
soccer game. Me, Will, were watching one that Josh was playing at. and
Oh, that's right.
It was really awkward because Scott's dad was there, and like Will and Scott's dad didn't like each other.
Did you guys see me get the yellow
I
card?
feel like Scott's dad had beef with all of us. Like, I thought that I did a good job, like, recovering later on, but, like, I literally feel like Scott's dad didn't like me.
Oh, it's not that he didn't like you. He just gives off vibes. Like he's now totally gonna listen to this. But like, I've been quite a few places with Scott's dad, and like you just have to realize that that's just kind of how he is. But he's actually really cool.
He's just a stoic, like straightforward individual.
Yeah.
He was really kind at the Super Bowl party.
Yeah, exactly.
He was super cool.
Like I'm trying to remember. I went to Cleveland with them, and I went to Branson with them, and both times it was like, there are times where it's like, oh, he seems like he's probably annoyed, but no, that's just kind of how he is. He's actually in a perfectly fine mood.
I've met like
I
two
remember-
other older men that like gave off that vibe, and those three people are like the only people I've met that make me feel exactly that way.
Yeah, but like once you understand that that's just how they are, you actually end up really liking them, and they're like cool.
Kinda. One of them was one of my old bosses, and I never ended up liking him.
Like
Not
Caden,
one
did you
bit.
know Mr. Rominger?
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah, he's one of those guys.
Mhm.
Love that man.
Yep.
But I was terrified of him in elementary school. He's totally gonna listen to this podcast now.
Seth.
I love Seth.
Seth is a really cool dude. Is he still dating Maggie?
Yeah.
Dope.
Him and I were like best friends in middle school, and I don't really know what happened in high school, but
Yeah, he's a really cool kid because he used to be friends with Danny because Danny lived in that cul-de-sac.
Right.
And
yeah,
whenever I would hang out with Danny, Seth Rominger would be around, and I was like, this is a cool fucking dude.
love that man.
His older brother graduated with my older brother.
I just realized they haven't repaved my cul-de-sac with new turf in like a while.
They pave your cul-de-sac with turf.
Or,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hold on.
What
Did
the
you
fuck
just try
did
to
you
call
just say?
asphalt turf?
Yeah, no, I did not mean turf.
Jackism
They have not-
to the maximum. This is why we named the podcast what we did. Like, there's actually a term for it when you just like say wrong shit or like you fuck up a saying. It's called a malaphor. We need to get it changed to Jackism.
Malaphor is now a Jackism. I have claimed it as such. I
You
think
said
it's not even an interesting word. It just sounds funny.
You said
sounds
a
like-
Jackism, and it
Oh,
sounded
I
like
thought
you
that-
said,
wait,
like my brain like defaulted to you saying ejaculation, and I was like, oh, I didn't realize we were going there.
I already said ejaculation during this podcast. I used that word once. I remember specifically using the word ejaculation during this podcast.
Okay. Well, on that note.
This has been a pretty dry episode. We're kind of just talking like we're catching up right now. What
On
the
that-
fuck is good?
On that note, how far of a rope can you spit?
Ooh.
Hold on. What kind of rope are we talking about here?
Wait. You think like we're like, I don't know, bro. I don't know if I want to have this conversation.
Yeah, I still don't know what end we're talking about.
We're literally okay. We are
Literally-
talking about
literally
how far can you
come.
nut. And
Okay, that was what I thought, but
here's the deal. The only thing to be said about this is that on average, it comes out faster than 25 miles an hour, therefore making it speeding in a school zone.
But there's like already kids in it, so it's like a school bus speeding through a school zone.
I disagree with your logic, but
man,
okay.
I'm hovering over the stop recording button right now.
All right.
well, let's stop the podcast and we'll keep talking about sperm.
All
No, we won't. We won't. We're gonna fucking continue.
No, we're at 58
the-
minutes. We can stop whenever.
Oh my god, we are?
Yeah.
Alright, then let's proceed our cum convo.
No. Okay, yeah, let's call it. Let's call it. We're at the hour mark.
All right. We'll see you guys
Alright,
on Thursday.
We're gonna talk about cum. Bye.
Bye.